Hey guys, welcome back to the Motivational Ash channel. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on a video. If you're already subscribed, thank you for taking the time to hear me out again. So today's message, for those of you that are working on yourself, that are working on improving your life, that's working on becoming a better person, that's changing certain ways about you that you no longer serve you or no longer is good for you, that's changing bad habits, you even changing the places that you used to go. For all of you who are self-improving right now, while you are elevating in your life, there are going to be some people that you are going to have to let go. And it's okay. It is okay. It's going to be some friendships, some people for years that you have been friends with maybe, or had a relationship, whatever, and you may have to let them go. And it's okay. It's okay. It's going to be people sometimes that may think that you're weird for doing what you're doing, that may not even believe in you, that may think that, it's funny that you're trying to change now because of, how long you've been like this or whatever. It's going to be some people, some friends that may start acting funny with you. It's going to be all types of things from other people. And it's okay. Sometimes you are going to have to let some people go. When they are not going where you are going, when people are not trying to improve themselves, when people are not trying to better their own life, they're not going where you're going. So you cannot expect them to support you. You cannot expect them to understand. Sometimes you just have to accept that you have to let some people go. I'm not saying that you have to be negative with these people. I'm not saying, anything bad. I'm just saying sometimes we have to let people go in life to get to where we're trying to get to, okay? And it may be some people stopping you, some friendships that you have that's stopping you from becoming better. You know it, you feel it, you see it. That other person may not know, but you may know. And it's okay. It is totally okay to have to let people go, okay? It is not a bad thing. Sometimes it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt, but you have to do what you have to do to better yourself, because at the end of the day, you are going to be the person that is going to win. You are going to be the person that is going to better your life, that's going to better yourself. I can remember when I used to have this friend, this girl that I would always call my homegirl, and I would always go hang out with her. When I was stressed, I was depressed, I was, I wasn't doing nothing with my life at the time. I didn't believe, I couldn't see nothing good for myself, and I would always hit this same girl up continually. And we would always hang out, but we was always like, it was nothing good. Like, we was always hanging out just to drink, just to smoke, just to talk and whatever, talk about things that wasn't even meaningful in life, just, goofing off, playing around, things like that. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't getting nowhere, and she wasn't getting nowhere, and we was hanging around those same kind of people. You know what I'm saying? And I remember there was a time where I started getting sick and tired of doing this, like doing the same thing, meeting up with this girl at the park, meeting up with this girl, just hanging out, whatever, going to her house, you know what I'm saying? Just meeting up with her, not doing nothing, just drinking, you know what I'm saying? Getting drunk and smoking and just listening to music, dancing, and whatever, recording ourselves on video phone, on Facebook or whatever and stuff, shaking our behinds and stuff like that. I can remember I got sick and tired of doing that. I got sick and tired. I was always doing that, and I'm like, what am I doing this for? Like, what? I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm sick and tired of being tired. I'm sick and tired of being the same person. I'm sick and tired of being the same old me. Like, I'm sick and tired of like these ways that are no longer serving me. I'm sick and tired of just like hanging out and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not putting myself around people that, that thought different. Putting myself around people that thought the same as me, like negative about life, and not doing nothing productive, not setting no goals, not having no goals, not, you know what I'm saying? Not doing nothing, not talking about nothing. Like, nothing, that anything that we was talking about, it wasn't about nothing. It wasn't about nothing. And y'all know what I mean? Like, some of y'all may have some of those friends. Anyway, this girl or whatever, I got sick and tired of doing that. To make a long story short, I just got sick and tired of doing that. And one day, and at this time, like, I was so depressed that I was big. I was over my weight. Like, the doctors was telling me that I was overweight and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't working out. I wasn't doing anything productive. Like, I wasn't eating healthy. You know what I'm saying? I was just like sleeping all day most of the time. Like, this was a point where I was really depressed. And one day I remember we was hanging out, and I was just like thinking in my head, like, dang, this got to be the last time that I keep doing this. Like, it got to be the last time. And then I was feeling so alone and so lonely that I just, like, you know, I was wanting to just be around somebody, you know what I'm saying? But it just wasn't good. It wasn't good. And I was thinking, when I was thinking this is the last time that I'm gonna be like this, like, I wanted to start setting goals for myself. And I remember, like, at this point in time, like, I was not feeling good about myself because I was overweight, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, I was not feeling good. My confidence was low and everything. And I was like, man, I want to sign up at the gym and start working out. And I remember when we was chilling, and I had told her, like, you know, I was like, we start talking, and I brought up the gym. I brought up the gym, how I wanted to work out, how I wanted to lose weight, how I wanted to get fit. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that was just the start of me trying to feel good about myself again, trying to do something positive again, trying to feel better about myself, trying to build my confidence again. And I remember this girl telling me, like, looking right at me, and she was like, you know, that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard to do. Like, you got to be one of them skinny girls, or one of them girls, like, you know, that's already, you know, been working out for a long time to get like that. Like, you know, and it was just like, when she told me that, it was discouragement to me. It was negativity. It wasn't positive. I was just like, dang, like, even if I'm trying to just start with that, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, like, you can do it, girl, or try it, or if that's gonna make you feel better about you. It was none of that. It was just like a whole negative feedback. Like, and I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking to myself, like, man, like, I'm trying to think different. I'm trying to do different. I'm trying to be different. But that person wasn't trying to do that. So how can I expect them to, you know what I'm saying, to feel me, or to understand, or to agree with me, or whatever? But it was just like, dang, if I keep hanging out and doing this and just meeting up and we ain't doing nothing, like, I'm not bettering myself. I'm not gonna better myself. I'm not gonna get to a point where I want to better myself, because I'm just being comfortable, you know, just like loving my misery, just, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to do that no more. And I stopped hanging around that friend. I stopped hanging around that friend. Like, that friend could have discouraged me, which is what sometimes some people will do if they don't believe in you. And I could have never started at the gym. I could have kept hanging out with her. I could have still been in the same place I was a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? Just living my life like that day by day. But I'm not anymore, because I got out of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I broke away from that relationship. I stopped doing that. You know what I'm saying? I stopped calling that person up, that individual up, hanging out with them, and just doing the same repeatedly tireless, you know, meaningless thing every single day. And what did I do? Like, I went and I bought a treadmill and I put it in my garage. I signed up at the gym. You know what I'm saying? I even got a trainer. And in 6 months, I was able to lose my weight. I was able to get my body back the size that I wanted. I was able to transform my fat into muscle. I felt better about myself. I started getting confident about myself again. You know what I'm saying? I started feeling happy. You know what I'm saying? Again, like, it's just so many things that I started to feel again, that I was like, dang, I hadn't felt this in a long time. But I had to get myself out of that daily routine or whatever of, like, okay, hitting up the homegirl, hitting up the friend. Like, I had to start sitting alone and thinking, what did I want for my life? Like, where do I see myself going? Where do I want to be? Who's the person that I want to become? So sometimes you're gonna have to let certain people go in your life. There's going to be certain people that you're just going to have to cut ties with. You're just going to, and I'm not saying you got to hate them, you got to ignore them, you got to not like them, because that's not what we do. But, you know, sometimes just, it's, you know, people just ain't going to understand. And you have to do what's best for you to grow, for you to elevate, for you to get to where you're trying to get to in life. And you can't let people hold you back. You cannot let people hold you back. So I just wanted to share that with y'all because I was thinking about that earlier, and I was just like, man, like sometimes I'll be so hard on myself, and I'll be like, dang, like, and then I have to reflect back and think like, man, I'm not where I was a few years ago. Like, I'm not doing the same thing that I was I'm not where I want to be right now, but like, I am not where I was reflecting back a year ago, and I'm like, I'm thinking of all these things that I could write down that I've done already, like switched over, you know, for the betterment, like that I've already changed, you know what I'm saying, that I've already improved on, that I've already gotten better at. And like, that makes me so proud. It makes me so proud. And it's the same for you. Like, there's things that you could look back on that you know you got better at, that you know what I'm saying, that you've already been improving on, and it makes you feel good about yourself. And like, there's so much that we are capable of doing in this life. There's so much that we have to offer in this life. There's so much that we can bring to the world. There's so much you have to offer. There's so much that you have to offer. So don't let anyone stop you from getting to where you need to be. No matter if they don't believe in you, no matter if they laugh at you, if they think you just acting weird now, or you acting bougie now, or you acting too good, or whatever it is, like, it don't matter. Become the best version of you that you was created to be, okay?